For 18 and 21 plus audiences only.
This channel does not condone illegal activity or illegal drug use.
Content is for educational and comedic purposes only.
Or really everything over here, so that if we want to pivot last minute and extract something from the building, just go shopping for biomass downstairs.
I love that.
That's the hope.
Canna fam, as you can tell, we're out of the studio, and today we are kicking it with the DC fam again. We are up here at the processing facility. We're about to go on a tour and check out how all the amazing dabs DC's got to offer. Our main working behind the camera. We got Quest running around like crazy. Grace is our tour guide. It's an amazing day. It's 7:10. Canna fam.
Activities.
Let's go check out the dabs.
No pressure.
I don't know. I've never used one of these.
Not the dispensers.
Are they actually sized?
Yeah?
Yeah, you're that big.
Okay, yours is pretty. Yours is also. You're swimming.
You're swimming.
So that's okay.
You're that big, you need the 4X.
And we've got your nip here. We'll grab a mask and then we'll grab a beer pen.
This is my room. This is where I want to be working. You can bury me here. You guys can go.
All right. This is the solventless extraction booth. All the main work is being done with our Delta Separation BTS50.
Let's go.
So it's a big oversized cannabis washing machine. So we're dumping cured or fresh frozen material in here, running spin cycles on there, adding some ice cubes in for some agitation. What we're really looking for is the fast spin to knock all the trichome heads off, which is what we're farming for. And then from there, after the washes are done, we're using these micron bags and we'll set it through a series of them. We're targeting coarse at first and then going down to 90, 73, and 45 microns as our targeted bubble hash for the premium. So from there, the operator is then taking out the bubble hash and putting it on these trays and spreading it out about a milkshake consistency. And then from there, we're heading into our freeze dryers. We have a batch over on the right currently. There's some pave hash right now drying down. So these freeze dryers will run for about 24 to 48 hours.
Nice.
We'll evaporate all of the water out of it and turn
That's
that
so fast.
pretty quick. We'll turn that hash material to that powdery consistency. From there, we have a couple options. We can sell it and gram it up as bubble hash, where most all of our products been heading. Or if it's a terpier batch and ends up being stickies, we start pulling it out of the oven and it's clumping together really quickly. We'll try very fast to get it over to push it into bubble bags. So we use 25 micron rectangular shaped micron bags for pressing. And we use this low temp mold to help us shape our bags. And we'll make rectangle pucks and we vacuum seal them right away and get them into the freezer until we're ready to press. From there, we can press them into our fresh press, our cold cure, or we can collect it into the mason jar and put it into our vacuum ovens, decarboxylate it, stabilize a formula, and make rosin vapes. So those are the SKUs coming out of here.
Now you're talking the language. The Roz room, Morgan, we're in the Roz room.
So this is our Class 1 Division 2 booth. It has a few less bells and whistles than the Class 1 Division 1. mainly because the ethanol is flammable, but it's not as combustible as the butane is. So there's not a limited explosive sensor in here. It just utilizes a very sophisticated and advanced exhaust system to keep the fumes rolling. So in here, we're also using a delta separation. Cup 15 is doing all of the work in here. We're loading 3,000 gram wash bags at a time, and we'll fill this cup up, and we'll do spin cycles, pump them into these kegs that you see over here. We'll wash one bag, pump it into a keg, then we'll take the ethanol that's saturated, pump it back into the vessel with a new wash sock, and we'll wash 4 socks into one keg, so it's super saturated with THC. And then from there, the operator's doing 4 keg washes per day. 4 kegs will fit into our winterization vessel. So after they have 4 of them washed, we'll pump them into this winterization vessel back here. The winterization vessel sits at -30 degrees, so that allows a physical winterization separation of the crude oil to have the fats and lipids precipitate out of the batch.
Celsius. I'm dumb. What's that in Fahrenheit?
That's about negative.
Is that like 60 something? Is that like twice?
No,
as
I'd
much?
say
Is it more than that?
it's fairly close. I'd say it's
Negative.
around -40.
Oh, okay. Oh, it goes down. It's nice. Okay.
So once we have a physical separation on there, if it were to warm back up, all those fats and lipids will redissolve back into the batch. So we don't want that. So we have it super cold, and we utilize the skid right here, and it's going to have a bunch of different phases to it. So it runs through some micron filters, lenticular filters, lipid filters, and then carbon filters. Ending up on this side, we'll have 4 kegs staged to be able to have the whole batch run through, and we can collect it all at once. And then we'll have our filtered crude. So the filtered crude is going to be cleaned up quite a bit, but it's still going to have all the ethanol in it that we'll still need to remove. And then that heads over to our next stage of extraction over on our distillation on this side. So after the ethanol booth, those 4 kegs will roll around to this side, and we have this Across International SR200 unit that has 3 different features on it. It has a vacuum pump, a heater back, and then a chiller. In the center, there's an auger that keeps everything spinning. But what is happening is the vacuum pump vacuums it down. The heater is jacketed around the outside of the vessel. And with the kegs, we'll use the straw and suck the crude oil into here. The auger spins it, the heat makes the ethanol evaporate, and all of those ethanol fumes, vapors head up into this condenser coil, and then instantly turn from a vapor into a liquid. Those liquids drip down, and we're able to collect them in these 100-liter collection tanks. So over in here, you're able to, if anyone wants to take a peek, you can see inside the purity of the distillation of the ethanol we're getting back. All of this ethanol we're able to rewash, reuse in our wash processes or any types of cleaning processes we want to use. In all of our runs, we're getting about 70 or 80% back of all the ethanol we introduce into a batch recovered back. So pretty efficient.
Not the same color as when it comes in.
No, right? Sweet. So after we get all the ethanol evaporated out of the batch, we'll have this thick crude oil on the bottom. From there, we have to bump the heat up and run it through decarboxylation. That'll convert all the THCA into the Delta 9. From there, we'll pour it out of the bottom. We have the ball valve that we can manipulate and then collect it into our 2 liters. And then once we have our 2 liters collected, we can start distilling it and making it into our distillate product. So in this reservoir, we can hold 2 liters exactly as why we're pouring into 2 liters. We'll load this up, and then from there, the oil will be pumped into here with this gear pump. There's 3 rollers inside the cylinder that are spinning and smearing the oil very thin against the wall inside the cylinder. It's heated to a precise temperature where THC starts distilling and evaporating. Then in the center, there's a colder column in the middle. All of the evaporated THC condenses on the center column and then drips down. And we're able to collect it on the right side. Any of the oil that smears along that doesn't have any THC that evaporates out gets rejected over on the left side. So on the right, we're able to collect our high potent distillate that we're able to formulate into the big carts. So this is wiped film distillation. This is our KDT6 made by ChemTech.
These machines are always so crazy to me. It's the science experiment, man.
All right.
It's frozen solid.
Down here is a centrifuge. So what will end up getting loaded in there is there's 4 stainless cups that will end up taking our sugar material that comes out of the BHO rig after we put it into the oven for 24 to 48 hours. It'll turn into this sugar. We load that into the cups and put it into the ChemTech T55R. And what that's gonna do is spin at 3,000 RPM and sling all of the liquid off of the THCA crystals. So you'll have your physical separation of your high terpene extract and your THCA isolate. Have some of that separated out over here. So after we load that sugar in, these would be the 2 products that come out. You have your high terpene extract and your high cannabinoid extract or isolate. Anybody want a little aroma, a little whiff?
Oh yeah.
So this is cherry limeade cake.
Woo!
It's up. It's up, quick.
And the biggest benefit of separating it and doing it this way, which yes, it's more time and labor, but that means that none of these terpenes are going in the oven to decarb, which when you decarb, all of it mixed together, which is what most extractors do. You're losing all of your low boiling terps, which is why you're left with like 2 or 3 high boiling terps, really not much else. So you're not getting that full spectrum effect that you're looking for, and you're also not getting the flavor that you're really looking for. So none of these terps go into decarb, so they stay really well preserved, and we just decarb the isolate and then mix it back together.
So this staying out of the oven, this will head over into the oven, and then we'll liquefy. In about 24 hours, we'll have our batch stabilized in the D9 form. Here's a pan of cured sherbsicle cookies.
Oh yeah.
Settling down
The
the bottom.
juice down the bottom. Oh yeah.
Agave cured batter.
Looking like a half-baked souffle. Yeah, that's great. The rig?
We are processing. We're always using our freshest biomass. A lot of people tend to try and use their older biomass because they don't want it to really degrade too much and fall off. But because we're using our freshest biomass, we're seeing really excellent terpene results. All of our cured concentrates are testing anywhere from 8 to 15% terps. We have some multiple double-digit terpene cured concentrates at the store. So we're really trying to educate customers on you don't have to buy a live concentrate to have high terpenes. It is available in a cured concentrate, and that's going to be a much more accessible price point to a lot of people. So yeah, we've got some really terpy stuff coming out of here.
That's awesome. And I like your focus on spectrum too. Like you said, it's a lot of time you get 2 high terps and then nothing else. But I like a good spread. I'll take a little bit less of one to spread the love out and get me a little bit of everything.
Cherry limeade cake, live sugar. I can't even get the terpenes reintegrated because
Yeah.
there's so many.
That's like raw honey right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
honeycomb. So yeah, ready in
so cool.
Let's give people something that's price accessible
Heck yeah.
and delicious, you know, well homogenized.
But we got the spectrum too, because we also got the solvent lifts and hash and everything else too.
Absolutely.
Like, and that's, to me, that's what's super important for a market, is that everybody can dab. You know, I mean, there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Right.
Bubble hash.
So that is
That color's
lemon
great.
royale. We always get, you know, really nice blonde on the lemon royale, but every strain is a little bit different
Yeah.
because you do get some of those colors, like this is the gelato cake, it's a little bit darker. You have a lot more purple in the gelato cake flower, so some of those anthocyanins do carry over into the hash production. Every strain is a little bit different.
I love it. Are you growing any washers specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
Florida oranges.
Okay.
And
Oh,
delicious.
so didn't we see that when we were at the grow?
Yeah.
So that was grown specifically to be washed?
Well, so the first harvest wasn't.
Oh, okay.
That was like our first production run of it that you saw.
Just have fat heads?
And the yield wasn't great, and the potency was like 15%.
Mm-hmm.
So, but just the flavor is just so incredible and so unique to anything else we grow. So we now have in our indoor room, we're doing like 12 tables at a time,
Okay.
just for extraction.
Nice.
Our Diamond and Slots Florida Oranges Vape won the Lethal, the best hydrocarbon vape award. So we actually have those at the store right
Which
now.
we voted on. We were
Oh, you
we were
did?
judges
Oh,
for.
great. So you guys have to try it. Excellent. So yeah, keeping that around just for vapes and concentrates, and then probably the same is our devil driver,
Okay.
which I'm very sad about.
That was one of my
It's so
favorites.
good, but it'll still be around in vapes and concentrates, so
Okay.
you'll still have access to it. In
That's
some
how I
form.
want it, honestly. So that's cool.
There is another drop of flower coming in August, and then after that, it'll probably just be in extracted form. So
Okay. That's
crazy,
so
right?
in August,
I will.
yeah.
You just get a good
will.
shot.
Yeah, another like
Yeah.
the devil driver. Yeah, it's like such a unique, so
It is.
fruity and delicious.
Beautiful
so unique
bag
from the
appeal
rest
too.
of
Such a
our-
gorgeous flower. I like very dark hues, like nice purple tones. At least I like the back. Yeah, because we also had that down in DC as well.
Got a couple automatic cart fillers in action. All right, so this is the Thompson Duke Industrial Big Jim. We really like this unit because of its versatility. What it can do is we can fill 510 threads in the morning, switch at lunch, and go to an all-in-one disposable in the evening. All we have to do is really send off one of the styrofoam packaging from our cart manufacturer, hardware manufacturer. We send that off for Thompson Duke to R&D us and create a jig, a custom jig based off of the styrofoam packaging that the hardware comes in. They'll design this for us, and then they send it back out to us so we can load the styrofoam directly into there, then set the jigs right onto the platform, program in a few different tray codes, and then we're pretty much off to the races to fill any type of hardware. So it's really nice, the versatility, whereas some of the other hardware filling machines, like this clean core right here, does an awesome job filling 510 threads, has a proprietary hardware that has a needle that stabs into the bottom of the cart, fills it, but the mouthpiece and everything's already on the cart. So the operator doesn't have to come back and press a mouthpiece on or screw a mouthpiece on, and then doesn't have to come back and put a rubber mouthpiece or one of the coil caps, the little rubber coil caps. So there's all that extra labor that goes into packaging a vape cart, where CleanCore has kind of taken that out off the plate, which is really nice. But the downside to it is, if you want to run a disposable or something like that, we really don't have the option, only 510 thread and proprietary hardware. So that's where the Big Jim
I
shines.
see
but
Blue Dream over there, so I just have to always draw attention to Blue Dream.
yes. So that's coming off of the Thompson Duke this morning, filling the 2 gram disposables. Fresh rack coming in. And it looks like after we're done moving them from Thompson Duke, they head over to an auger press, and we're able to just drop 50 count lids, caps on them, and we press them all at once.
We're bringing banana acai mix to market.
Oh,
It's
what?
one of our great strains from DC. Got some banana, cured sugar. So, very
So a lot of these, some of these concentrates right now are only available at DC.
Yes.
I love that. Come get it while it's hot. Oh yeah. You know, I was just talking with somebody about the rise of like the banana terp and something around those, and he explained way more than I'm capable of understanding. Is that something you felt gravitated towards, or is that just a happenstance that we have a banana strain in this space?
We tried some other strains that had banana in it, and the smell just did not come across.
Okay.
So I mean, it's kind of, you know, people smelling bananas is not the easiest
Yeah.
flavor for a thing. Like cherry is easy, grape is easy, but banana is not the easiest. So we were pretty happy with this one. We used to have a great peach strain in DC, also that was peach is pretty hard to I had. So really find that like actually smells like origin food in flour. So we're excited. This is great. Like every day.
What was it again?
This
The strain of this one?
is banana acai mix.
Banana acai mix.
With, so tiki nut is the
That's great.
And then I just want to show you the packaging. We recently rebranded. You may know this. We used to be, you know, black packaging, white text, which is very similar to a lot of other companies. It works well in the medical market, but now that, you know, Maryland has evolved into adult use, we wanted something that's a little bit more fun, a little more modern. So we've got a lot of color going on. We've got fun, different strain icons for each strain. So we're very happy with the new look and feel of the brand. We think it's going to appeal to a lot more people in the medical market.
That's good. It's nice because it's like not too much. I do like packaging being allowed. I know Maryland we have restrictions and stuff, and I do like a little bit of things going on. And like this is perfect. It's tasteful. It lets me know what I got going on. Like you don't need to draw me in with colors and sounds and loud noises. Like it's fine. Just give me my product and make it good. And I feel like that's exactly what this is saying.
Yeah, but when you see the full, I'm not sure if that's something, but it does definitely pay homage to Washington D.C., which is where we started. The full branding, you know, has some takeaways from the D.C. flag. So you'll see it in much larger scale at the store for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
The dab dispenser.
Oh,
It's
shoot.
automatic.
I love those words.
dab
The dab dispenser. I love
Is
those
there
words.
a bedside option?
Right. Like you have that for a home use. That's every time I see a freeze dry, I'm like, I need one of these that isn't the Costco $1,600. I need like an Amazon $150 one that won't blow up.
All right. This is the Vape Jet Dab Dispenser. What's really cool about this is there's not many of them around, so we are very privileged to have this unit here. Features for it is a heated reservoir where we load all of the bulk concentrate into. That heated temperature allows it to stay the perfect viscosity to load into the auger on the bottom. So there's a small hole that it feeds into. The auger screw pushes the concentrate forward towards the point where it dispenses. And then the scale underneath is hooked up to the machine with an algorithm that senses the difference between the tare weight of the last jar to the next jar to the next jar. It can be up to 5 grams to 12 grams from jar to jar weight difference, where the operator previously would have to sit there and tear out every new jar they put on, which, you know, limits the amount of units a single operator can do per day. Where this machine, if the material's allowing for it to flow properly, we can get around 1,500 units off of a single operator, and then a partner that's packaging over on the side. So one operator was basically now able to take up what our whole entire packaging room could do in a whole day worth of dabbing. So the operator just has all of their empty jars. They're able to have the vacuum oven over there holding additional bulk products. So when they're running low, they can just top off the hopper. And then they foot pedal each jar. When they're ready, they load one onto the scale, hit the foot pedal, and it'll accurately weigh anywhere from our 0.5 grams up to 3.5 baller jars that we're able to utilize this machine for. So it's an amazing piece of equipment. I think from the difference too between operator of who was gramming up you can have your dabs looking different. So this also adds a bit of consistency from jar to jar, everything looking the same. And there's a nitrogen knife that's hooked up to the tip of the dispenser. And we have a nitrogen tank back there. It's called the nitro knife. So once it's weighed, it's 1 gram, it does a little puff of nitrogen that cuts the dab off to make a perfect dollop inside your jar.
That's crazy. That is so cool. And you said there's an actual, like a small like auger inside kind of stirring product, like mixing it so it doesn't separate in there. That's such a cool, tiny little machine.
Like a meat grinder.
Yeah, I'm sure I probably could order one of these, right?
Definitely.
I'll
I think there's 5 of them in the US.
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
yeah. Okay,
So
I'll look into
maybe you
that.
could be number 6.
Sure, yes. Yeah, and that sounds like a down payment.
We've got some pave fresh frozen. So at the grow, we take the material, we get compressed into these pucks.
And you said you're sending us home with one.
Yeah,
Yes.
one per person. And then the pucks get loaded into the socks, so we're able to get maximum biomass in per run.
Cured material, we can fit 15 pounds, and then fresh frozen, we can fit 20 pounds per sock. And those are the socks that we're running in that Luna extractor room.
You're right, just roll that one up.
And this is our finished goods vault, not very glamorous.
You gotta go somewhere, right?
Lots of finished goods.
And some unfinished ones over there.
Yes.
Work in progress.
Also with vaults.
Yes. There's the catalog of high terpene extracts over here. So what we can utilize these for is taking like our bulk distillate, and we can fill any cured card, live card, and we can make any kind of formulation that we want to make strain specific varieties of our vapes. And then we can also use that distillate down there to make botanical infused carts as well.
CBN carts, or like we got CBN
That's-
edibles, or
We do
that's
have
the-
a little secret launch happening
shoot,
next
did I-
Friday.
Coming
That's
soon.
We are going to be launching a new brand. Dom Pen is the brand. They're in California. They're in a bunch of states. They're international as well. But that will be launching next Friday. We'll have a high CBN Sleepy Time card. We'll have a CBD option coming out this month, and then next month 2 additional CBD options, and then a whole bunch of fun THC.
CBN cart sounds fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Because big Entourage Effect fan, we all are, and I feel like I have dabbed like some CBN isolates before. They're really weird and like not that friendly to dab, at least the ones I've had. Who knows how great they've been.
Right.
But
But
I feel
all
like-
CBN sounds intense.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, was it Colorado, Cali? They have all kinds of products. But a card sounds perfect because like I'd be taking my dabs right before bedtime, and then a little CBN puff and good night. Like that sounds like.
And it's got some lavender in it, so.
And
get
then
some
staying
entourage
asleep.
with a little
I don't-
lavender.
I could talk all day about it because I feel like THC never keeps me asleep. CBN is the thing that like helps hold me down. I joke and say, because like, oh man, I'm so excited. Well, and is it you said is it a strain specific, or is it going to be like kind of flavor profiled in a different
It's more of
capacity?
like a flavor profile
Sure. Cool.
option.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Sweet.
All
Nice,
right.
man. Awesome.
Should we get you guys over to the store?
Get it, fam. We're going to the store. Food acquired, CannaFam. Shout out to the homies at DC. We're gonna be having burgers and fries. We're gonna go, apparently there's a park bench somewhere around here. Over here, we're gonna go kick it. I think we're in the drive-thru right now. Let's get out of the way because the car's coming. They're gonna hit us.
You guys want to walk through the drive-thru for some Roz?
Excuse me, can I walk through here?
How's the bird?
Which is great.
Looks banging. How's the fries? Hey, look fried.
which I'm about to be when we go home. Some new rods.
This reminds me of a burger that you get like at a little league practice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Remember that? Like nothing hit better after a nice.
Got pickles on there. I'm
Got
digging
everything. Like right, you know what I'm saying? Or like the food trucks that used to be parked in front of Home Depot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what this is.
What's going on, Timmy? Got the rosin press out. Oh no, wait. That's not a rosin press. I'm gonna. Everybody's walking up with a T-shirt. I walk up with hash. Excuse me. Can you go ahead and push this through there for me? Thank you.
CannaFam, Travs Dabs, Full Morgan, CannaQuestt, and we're joined with an amazing guest today, Grace of District Cannabis. Grace, thank you so much for popping on with us. We just got back from the processing facility. We truly appreciate you having us out there and taking a look around. Now we're at the dispensary, the DC dispensary. First time out here. Super pumped to be here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the 710 event we got going on today.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to the processing and then coming over here. So we're in our store. This is our first retail location in Maryland. We opened at the beginning of February. So we are, still expanding hours, expanding staff, getting up to full speed. But yeah, we're here on 710. We've got lots of great specials going on. We've got some fun custom t-shirt printing happening in front of the building. We've got a food truck. So just, trying to have some really fun events here to welcome Hagerstown into our store.
I love it. What product, because we just saw a lot of unveiling, what are you most excited for coming out right now from DC?
So today, for the first time, we're launching rosin vapes. Okay. So that's really exciting. I know the market has been wanting more solventless options. We've got a great bubble hash line. We recently put out a live rosin jam that was really well received. Beach cake, which is one of our most delicious strains.
We've heard good things about the beach cake.
Yes, it's very good. And then, the rosin vapes today. And then we've got, just a whole array of really great butane concentrates as well. So we've got lots of great dabs for people to try.
I love it.
At a great price point, too.
It's 710, but there's still everything else available, too, from District Cannabis.
Absolutely.
Don't have to, if you're not a dabber, aren't a dabber, hopefully you were enjoying whatever it was you were smoking on. Make sure you comment below what you are smoking on. Hit that like button and subscribe. As far as 710 goes versus 420, what do you like better? What do you enjoy more?
I think it's definitely more of a niche customer. They're really passionate about what they're looking for. Specifically, vapes are one thing, but concentrates specifically. One thing that's unique about our menu is we have pictures of each specific SKU. So when you're looking at this picture of Beach Cake Live Sugar, that's actually Beach Cake Live Sugar because, the texture of each concentrate is very important to concentrate customers. They want to know exactly what it looks like. So we take lots of efforts to get real actual pictures to put on our menu so people know exactly what they're looking for. And, it's a really passionate customer. So, it's a different group of people that you're going to see on 710 versus 420, which is just everybody that loves weed, which is also great, but, it's just a little bit different.
That's such a nice way to hit the middle ground because you can't see product in dispensaries because Maryland, it's not, nobody's choice, unfortunately, but the MCAs. So this gives you an actual visual because I don't know if I've ever looked at a menu and that I think that's the SKU.
It's very rare.
I'm like, that looks like it's 2 years old.
That's a generic picture, usually, yeah.
Right. No renderings here. It's real product.
I love that.
What is your preferred consistency of a concentrate?
I really like the sugars.
Okay.
I like to see that terp layer, but be able to mix it back in myself. But I think they're beautiful. They're easy to work with. I don't love having to clean off a dab tool. We have the Puffco hot knives here, which are a great accessory if you're like myself and you don't want to have to clean off a whole bunch of stuff every time you take a dab.
Are you noticing that you're having to bridge the knowledge gap between the flower users and the concentrate users? And how are you going about that here?
Definitely, especially with just the device that they're going to consume it with. We try and have a wide array of accessories and at all different price points. We do have a special going today where if you buy 3 grams, you get 25% off a Puffco device, which,
that's a good deal.
We think that
Pretty
Puffco
solid.
devices are obviously the most superior. You're going to get the most out of your concentrate, most of your flavor. So we're trying to make these, these devices available to everyone. But we also have things on the cheapest end of the spectrum as well for people who are just trying to get into dabbing and don't really know where to go.
Okay.
But well-educated bud tenders as well.
I love that.
Perfect.
As far as the how am I trying to say this? Customers out in Hagerstown, right? Like Baltimore, we don't got a lot of dabbers out there. I'm kind of a few and far between. I feel like we're like Annapolis, there's a lot more concentrates out that way. Are you starting to see an increase already, or do you find yourself kind of fighting an uphill battle with the education and getting people to understand concentrates?
We're seeing growth for sure with our bartenders being able to educate people. Definitely our demographic here in Hagerstown is a flower consumer and buying large, like we sell a lot of half ounces and ounces here, which we were surprised about.
Makes sense.
But it's a value customer. They want to get a good bang for their buck. So with the way that our concentrates are priced, we think that we're starting to get them to buy into that category because they see that, one, a little goes a long way with concentrates. It's a very potent form of consumption, and that they can get, a good value on our concentrates. So we are starting to see that buy-in increase more.
Now I'm curious because obviously I know. Do you think maybe the half ounces and ounces are also a factor of this being a little bit more of a rural area where people have to perhaps travel a little bit longer to get to your dispensary?
We have some customers who are coming every single day. So
Good
we
for them.
we have a really good core loyal customer base. So we get some people who travel, but we are at the connection of a whole bunch of interstates here. So we get people who are traveling from Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia. So we see a lot of people all the time.
I'm sure.
I think they like the value.
That's really cool too, because Morgan raised that to my attention, being at a central point when people come from all over land to hang out in Maryland, be in Maryland for any amount of time. Like accessibility is key, and with rec markets and now dabs are available. After that long duration or that short duration, I guess rec customers couldn't get dabs. You are one of the few brands that makes baller jars, and that really excites me. Do you find a heavy customer base buying in bulk, same way you were saying about with ounces, half ounces? Do people do the same thing with dabs too, or are they more selective with trying flavors out?
Well, with the med
one
card
of the challenges
restriction.
with that is only med customers can buy the baller
forget
jars.
that. I'm so spoiled.
But 2 gram vapes we cannot keep in stock because rec customers can buy
That makes
those.
sense.
So people want those larger unit sizes. They don't want the waste of having to buy 10 individual grams. They'd like to buy just several baller jars instead. So we're definitely seeing that with the 2 gram vapes, and we're pushing on MCA to open up baller jars to rec customers. It's it's not going to change their overall allotment.
It doesn't change
they can still
anything,
buy
really.
Just 12 grams. That's not going to change.
Nobody's
All it's
taking
going to
3.5
change is the
gram
waste
dabs.
that's produced. So we're pushing on that to open that up for everyone.
I hope it goes through because honestly, I think that's one of probably the silliest regulations that exists in the state right now because it's like
I can
like
buy
you
3.5 grams.
Yeah, so you can buy the equivalent of 2 baller jars and buy 7 individual grams.
Right.
But you're doubling the amount of, actually over doubling the amount of packaging that's being wasted comparatively.
Right.
And for a state that tends to be pretty environmentally conscious about a lot of the things that we do, I'm surprised that they're not like, oh, well, this is an obvious waste spot. Let's clean this up a little bit.
Right. But I can also sell you a 2 gram vape. I mean, it's just the two things don't make
doesn't make
I
sense.
could sell you a 5 gram vape. I'm allowed to do that, but I couldn't sell you a 3.5 gram concentrate jar.
That's
It
so
doesn't make any
silly.
sense.
People who don't smoke making the rules. So what is one thing that you're going to tell a new customer or a new concentrate user that isn't which dab rig are you using? What piece of advice are you giving them when they're walking away?
I would probably give them the advice that you can take a very, very small dab. That's one of the things I actually prefer about dabs over flower is I can really control how much I'm going to consume. You can't microdose flower, right?
True.
You're going to take a hit and it's going to be a certain size, but you really don't have any control. If I'm taking a dab and I'm putting it into a dab rig, I have complete control about how much I'm putting in there. So if you're nervous, you can start very, very, very small and work your way up, and you have complete control the whole way over how much you're going to consume. And I think it makes it a lot more approachable because it feels like this big scary thing, and a lot of people think back to when everyone was using blow torches, and some people certainly do that, but there are a lot of rigs that are available that are much more friendly to new customers. So that would be my advice. Is
We were just having a conversation about this in the car on the way over here.
Yeah, we really were.
Grace, what is your Mount Rushmore? Can we call it a dab rotation since it's 7:10? Is that or just dab sesh?
Dabs.
Yeah. Four
Sesh,
people you'd love to
dab
have a dab
fest.
sesh with. Mount Rushmore. Who are the 4 people, dead or alive? Doesn't
Anyone.
matter.
In the
4
whole world?
The whole world.
Dead or alive,
4
whole
people
world.
you love to.
Whole universe.
Since it's
Probably
7:10.
Frenchie Cannoli would be one.
Good answer.
I did
Great
meet
answer.
him.
Great answer.
He kissed me on the cheek.
Wow. I wish I could kiss
one
on you.
year
I'm
at
jealous.
MJ BizCon.
Oh wow.
Just a few years before he died.
Frenchie
That's
Riz.
so
Yes,
cool.
I got a kiss from Frenchie.
Wow, that
so
is
I would
awesome.
resurrect him and bring him back.
Okay.
Good
That
answer.
was very cool. Who else? I'd probably invite our friend Timmy over here.
Heck yeah.
Timmy would
Okay.
come.
Timmy,
He's in the room with Frenchy Cannoli.
okay. I've been blessed enough to have lots of sessions with him, so I feel that though. I understand that.
And then the three of you.
Wow.
Okay, that's fair. We'll allow for the
We'll
fifth.
take it.
We'll
We'll
allow
take it.
for the fifth person. Grace,
So
thank
I
you
get a
so
5.
much. That's
You get
that's
five.
fine. We allow it.
You can have
We'll
as many
let
as you
it.
want.
We'll let it slide.
Yeah. It's because you're a medical patient. You have a higher allotment, so we
Exactly.
can allow it. You were wrecked. We couldn't. Grace, thank you so much for popping on with us and sitting down and chatting with
Thank
us.
you for walking us around the facility.
Yeah,
earlier.
thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
Today
Come
has
back
been
anytime.
beautiful.
When we have our kitchen launching this fall, we'll have to have you guys come back, check out some of
I
our,
love
We'd love to
chocolate.
come
our
back.
small batch options.
You heard them say hash edibles, Fam.
Solventless options.
All right, we're gonna go walk around and see if we can't find somebody else to chat with about District Cannabis. We did it. Mission accomplished. We made it around. We had to hold a few people, had to shake them down a little bit, but we finally got somebody to pop on and talk with us. Fam, we've got Timmy here from District Cannabis here to talk about the event today. Timmy, one of the first people I've ever smoked weed with, but today's a very special day. It's 7/10. We're celebrating,
Yes,
man.
sir.
What's the dab plans for after work? What
There
do we
you
got?
go.
How many dabs? Yeah, see, you saw me. I had to calculate that one. After work, what's on the dab agenda today?
All right, so round 1 is determined by the Puffco battery.
We're letting
Respectable
fate
answer.
decide.
All of the dabs will be small,
Okay.
but they're just gonna keep going until I try it and the battery flashes red, and I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
maybe I need to slow down. And I'm gonna plug it back in, and then I'll decide if I'll actually slow down.
That's smart.
That's why you get the wireless charger, man, so you can just set it down while you're loading it.
I didn't know you could wireless. You can wireless.
Yeah, the pros,
on the
you can
Puffco?
wireless
New
charge.
fancy
Yeah.
ones, you
It's a
can.
life changer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially
That's so amazing.
I'm about to put you on to the next level of the game. You ready? They work with the Five Below wireless chargers.
I wanna.
Yo, no, y'all are capping.
I'm gonna put the
I'm being
CannaFam
dead
on game real
serious.
quick.
I'm putting you on game right here, bro.
Yes.
Yo,
On
that's
710.
because it's the worst thing when you're ready, you're excited, you hit the Puffco and it just flashes red and it's like, wait up, partner, I'm not ready for you.
But you know what? You can instantly recharge your torch. Just
All right,
saying.
you
Your
know what?
torch.
It's
If
your
you
torch.
just have a banger,
God.
have a terp slurper.
So I'll
Look at that
have
soapbox, bro.
I respect the torch, but
the convenience.
Go ahead and say it with me.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn down my house.
bro,
I don't want to
everyone
either.
knows that the best is for experts.
That's true.
That
So-
goes for any category, for anything.
That's fair.
Is if it's the best, it's for the experts.
You're right.
I'm not an expert.
You're right.
So
I'm
given
just
that
good
this
at
is
dabs.
the,
I'm not amazing.
Given that this is the 710 episode, it is the perfect time to put the CannaFam and Timmy on game. The Puffco wirelessly charges any wireless charger like you would use for your phone. And I know historically I've had a lot of friends who've had battery issues with their Puffcos from charging it with the wrong cable
Yeah.
or like out of the wrong thing. The wireless charger, you don't have to worry about that. It regulates itself, so you're not going to fry your battery using it. It's way safer for the device in the long term.
Yo,
I don't know about that.
I don't know. It sounds like a torch is a better option. Timmy. See, if you just move on, they can't argue against you. Timmy, tell the CannaFam a little bit about you and what you do here at District Cannabis.
all right, cool. So my name's Timmy. I'm the purchasing manager for District Cannabis. So I do purchasing for this location, and then I do purchasing for our store in DC as well. And the main job of my role is to make sure that we're getting the products we need, getting good prices on the products we need, and then making sure that the savings are actually being passed on. So I have like clear guidelines. Like if you see something on our menu and it's like $27 or like $32 or something, is because our pricing model is based on the idea that if we get the discount, then we're just gonna push the discount out. We're
Straight
just
down.
gonna have the prices. So we try our best not to like go over our margin on anything really. Occasionally, if we know we're gonna run a heavy deal, we might do it. But overall, we try to make everything like every day we want people to come in here and be able to find what they need at the best price they can get it for.
Pardon me,
That's
I
awesome.
don't know if I didn't hear you. How long have you been with District?
As you started with District in December, so we didn't open the store till February. So I started in December and kind of helped with getting the store and everything set up. But prior to that, I was at Mana Supply for about 5 years. I was with them. I started out as a bud tender, then I was a supervisor, and then I was an inventory manager, and then I was the inventory manager for both of the locations. And then when I started here, it was actually as the back of house assistant general manager. But like I said, the dispensary wasn't open yet. So once we actually got everything open, we could see that like, hey, let's restructure some things here, move some things around, see if we can better utilize everybody.
That's awesome.
Nice, man. For your consumption, for your dab usages, since it's the holidays, 'tis the season.
Yes, sir.
What is one piece of advice you would give to the CannaFam for their dab usage?
For what?
For their dabs. Like, what is something maybe that people sleep on or don't know about? We asked Grace and we got an interesting answer for her, so I'm curious what you have to say.
I'm gonna give 2.
Okay.
Because the first one I feel like people already know, but bro, lower the temperature. Like,
Good answer.
Sounds like an opinion.
Stop burning your throat.
Sounds like an opinion,
Like,
but that's fine.
lower the temperature.
Anywho, what's the second one?
Some people don't know that. Some people don't know
No,
that.
that's true. Yeah,
And
definitely.
the second one is related to that one, is that there is such a thing as too terpy.
I would agree.
That's a real thing.
Finally,
And
somebody.
I don't like it hurts. Like sometimes you gotta just like back off the super terps or like even mix it a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
like, okay, I've got this 13% concentrate. Like, bro, mix something 6% in there, or your throat is going to hurt.
Okay. This is the first time.
Did he call you before we got
I was
here?
gonna say I'm gonna have to. I gotta chill out because I go on that rant a lot, Timmy, and
He
I never
does.
have any backup on it because I've stood
No,
on that hill. Them 20%ers sometimes toast you up a little more than you want
Yeah.
because of whatever the consistency of the terpenes
Yeah.
are. Flavor's fantastic. Entourage goes crazy,
Yep.
but I feel roasty toasty inside. You know.
It hurt like
And that being said, I've been seeing some roses coming out at like 11%,
Yep.
12%. But that feels, there's a little something different about it. But 25, you're like, holy shit, this is like a
It's
1/4%
ridiculous.
terpene.
It's
Or quarter
bugged out.
terpenes. Like, wow.
I actually learned it from Grace because when like we had a batch
Yeah.
and we reran it because it was essentially too terpy, and we had to take some of the terps out because we were just like, this is too much terps, it's
Yeah.
gonna hurt people. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, like
That's
let
so
me
rare
pay
'cause
attention
there's
now.
0%.
Let
Oh,
me
there-
see if that's true.
There ain't many brands that do that. I've seen a ton of very overly high terp
Yeah,
concentrates out there.
17 to
And that- and that, like,
25.
candidly, before I knew better, I also was like, oh, I'm winning. Like, this is sick.
Yeah.
Like, this
No,
is, like, that's
yeah.
what I want. And then you start to think, you're like, well, shit, at what point does 99% terpenes, 1%, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where's the
exactly,
diminishing return start to
exactly.
occur?
100%.
Well before that, well before that 20-something percent. That's so, I
Yeah.
love that piece of advice.
So
That
do you
makes
have
me
like
so
a
happy.
threshold you try to stay within?
I don't. I essentially, if it hurts your throat, chill out.
You know, that's a good,
Like, that's my
good
main
metric.
guy. It's not like if your throat hurts, it's not because you're weak and you need to toughen up. There's something in your dab that's hurting your throat. Figure out what it is and like reel it back. So if it hurts, then I'll dial back the temperature or maybe see what the terps are, see if it's
Okay.
chilling. But if it doesn't hurt, then I'll just do whatever.
So how about that same question, but like at the counter before you have a chance to actually smoke it? Are you like automatically opposed to like say something 11% terps, or are you like just sticking between like say 5 and 9%,
I'm not gonna
or
lie.
even lower than that?
One of the benefits of being a purchasing manager is that brands will send testers.
Sure.
Yeah.
So because of that, if I want something, I'll usually like ask for it. And when I buy it, I know that I asked for this. I'm not gonna complain and be picky and be like, hey, you sent over this percentage instead of this percentage.
Sure.
and
Yeah.
They're doing me a solid, and they're making sure that I understand the product well enough that I'm actually putting it at the right price, putting the right deals on it, and so on. So most of the time behind the counter, I'm not, whatever it is, I'm probably getting a good enough price on it that I'll just take it. And if it's too terpy, I'll fix that at home. I'll mix it with
Fair.
something at home, or I'll adjust the
Get a
temperature
little
at
isolate or
home.
something like
Or, you know,
Gotcha,
if
yeah.
it's same thing with flour. If it's super weak, I'm not gonna complain. I'll take it and I'll just mix it with something stronger at home, or put some oil in it at home. But a lot of the time, I'll just say, look, thank you. I appreciate this. This is a great price. I'm just gonna fix whatever I don't like at home.
Fair.
Gotcha.
We so again, calling back on it, we go back with our smoking,
Yes,
and
sir.
you're a person that I think will very much understand because we were dabbing the same dabs.
Yes, sir.
The evolution of concentrates here in Maryland.
It's
Tell me just
wild.
like what is your opinion on what 2015, 2013
Dude,
dabs to
It
what we
is
have now in 2025?
Incredible. The progress is wild. Even back then, you did have occasion. Honestly, some of the best quality stuff was just coming out of like a
Most
just
of it was coming from
curling iron or something like that. That was giving you some of the best stuff. But a lot of time you could still you could smell the butane on it. Like I remember getting dabs
when
and
the
like
dab
smelling
lights
it
on
and
fire
being like,
when you hit it on there. You're like, wait a minute,
I'm
this isn't right.
Yeah,
like,
I remember
I've had
that.
to like research what is wrong with this and what do I need to do, and like, well, oh, just sit it out and let it purge. You don't want to smoke that.
And don't buy this
it's like,
again.
yeah, exactly. So it's like,
But we
back
didn't know better
then,
at the time,
I didn't
though.
know better. I was dabbing anything, and it was all just like amateurs. Essentially, you could tell that this is a new thing. There aren't a lot of experts out
We were
there,
hitting them
so you're
titanium
probably
bangers.
getting it from an amateur. Now it's like we have a lot of experts, not just like. There's experts who are at labs, but there's also people who just on their home grow with a curling iron will have that high quality stuff.
I mean,
so,
I know y'all noticed that like back in 2015, if y'all did have a question and you Googled it, there wasn't many resources for you to go to. Now, if you
like
no answers.
There's Reddit feeds, there's people's personal blogs, there's Instagram posts, there's High Times. There's so many different resources of information for us.
Yep.
Absolutely.
No, it's crazy to see. Like, Morgan, I think, might have been the first person to say this to me. He was like, I think your reclaim is cleaner than some of the dabs we were buying. Like the reclaim catching in my little reclaim catch I have. Looking at it, the
That's
clarity,
insane.
you know, like rosin reclaim probably would smack just the same, taste 10 times better, and not have my throat feeling like it was at 1,000 degrees. It's maybe a little out of pocket, but like that brown pull and snap coming from out of state was definitely not as doing me the favors I thought it was at the time. I'm like, boy, I'm smacked, but it's because I'm not thinking properly because I'm all
it's
the
like,
butane
no,
inside of it.
Inhaling
you're
solvents.
lacking oxygen.
Yeah, it's literally just being choked out. Any questions? Because I have one more.
Oh, no, I was leaving the space for Morgan.
Oh,
What's your preferred dab
hit all
consistency?
my
Do you like
questions.
batter or
That's
do you
a
like
good
rosin
question.
like Trav? What you
They
doing?
said sugar. You a sugar guy?
I think I'm a crumble guy.
A crumble.
Alright, so- okay, cool. My
I'm
next
a
question.
crumble person.
I like that.
My next question. Look at me. Don't look at Trav. Don't look at Trav. Are you using an E-rig or torch and banger?
E-rig.
He did say he was talking about Puffco earlier.
No matter inside or outside. I talk about Carter and I do
Yo.
both.
That's true.
I am not using a torch if a button is available. If I can press a button,
My torch has
I'm
a
not
button.
using
it
a
don't work.
torch.
It don't work, but it's got a button.
So do you feel that there's a diminishing quality in returning quality when you do an E-rig opposed to a torch and banger?
Look, E-rigs are Apple, and a torch and banger is like an
Android.
Android.
That's
It's
yes,
customizable.
yes,
That's a
it
great
can,
take.
yes,
That's a
it
great
can
take.
do more. It can do
I
more.
agree.
You have more control. You can fully customize the temperature, get it exactly how you like, everything. But it's harder. It's less user friendly.
I can customize the
E-rig,
temperature with the torch too.
Right. E-rig, I don't need I don't need to know, how do I set up this app or widget? I just
True.
press the button, boom, I'm ready to dab. So
He
that's
does have
how
a
I
point.
kind of look at it. Like E-rigs are the Apple of the dab world, where it's like, yo, we'll literally take features away just to make you spend more money, but this is gonna be the easiest experience you have had.
That's
and
fair.
then torches are like we're gonna make sure you can get exactly what you want, but it's not gonna be the most user-friendly, pretty, attractive thing in the
You
world.
have to learn something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So my next question. What is one underrated District Cannabis product? I don't care if it's a pre-roll. I don't want a vape. I want flower pre-roll concentrate. Underrated.
What do people sleep on?
Yeah, what do people sleep on? What strain do you think is pure gas? I have one. I think Barry Payton's gas, and people don't like that much. I think Barry Payton is gas. It's good.
I don't want to go by strain because I feel like the strains get a lot of respect, and like even if someone doesn't love the strain, they still are like, yeah, that one's good. It's just not my favorite. I think category-wise, any of the rosin products.
Okay,
I think,
solventless.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the rosins go a little underrated just because a lot of people are buying what they can afford rather than what the best product is, which means that a lot of people who would like the product aren't getting a chance to try it because of that.
Okay.
And you might be able to stretch it out a little further and actually get more value out of paying more, but at some point the price has to be somewhere where you choose to do that and actually see it. So I think they don't get as much love as they
We're gonna
deserve.
do a little testing of that.
I still
rosin
remember
when we
when
get home.
District Cannabis did that for the flower industry.
May have to.
Yeah.
When they were coming out with the cherry gelato, the cherry chem, the gelato cake, and the layer cake was always coming out at like $40 or $35 an eighth, and it
sir.
forced all the other brands to drop
sir.
their price because they couldn't compete with quality.
Yep, that's like that's very important to us as a company, is to be able to say, like, we're not cheaper because we're worse. It's less expensive because
we can make it less
they
expensive.
make very good processes. Our owners make incredible processes, so we're able to just get very high yields.
It's
they
about
like
efficiency.
doubled our canopy space and added no new employees, just improved the processes so we can make way more product. So when you're able to save costs like that with efficient processes, we can pass it along. And that's kind of where we try to differentiate ourselves, is we grow it better or at least as well, and we do it more efficiently so we can charge you less for it.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for y'all to do that to the concentrate market.
That's the plan. We're coming. That's the plan. We
Drop
got
the
you.
rosin prices.
Timmy, hit the CannaFam with your Mount Rushmore dab sesh. Like, who's the top 4 people if you could have a dab sesh with? Who is that?
Dead or
Celebrate
alive?
710. Yeah, that with us, without us. Who's-
Oh,
He already left Grace out.
I'll put in.
He already left Grace out.
I'm putting.
He's thinking.
Isaac Newton.
Ooh.
Oh my God, I love this.
That's the oldest
That's
one
my
so
boy.
far.
That's a
Yes,
great
Timmy,
answer.
Go on.
I'll put Isaac Newton in there. Chris Rock.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay.
It's a crazy circle already.
So far.
Sexy Red.
Wow.
Wow. The range on this
is
man.
awesome.
What?
I love
Isaac
it.
Newton and Sexy Red in the same rotation is
What?
wild.
He would smoke her under the table.
And
What?
I feel very bad. Like, I can't remember his name right now, but we all know him. It's it's the Latin American actor. He'd be having a handlebar mustache, and he plays the like kind of buff street character in a lot of movies.
Are you talking about the guy? I'm seeing him right now. I know exactly who you're talking about. And I'm trying to remember the movie that I'm thinking about. Is it Half Baked? Is he the one in Half Baked where he's lifting in the backyard? Isn't it Half Baked where he's working out? Because I think he makes like a cameo in that movie. That's not
It
like
might be him.
I feel like I know who you're talking
I can't
about.
remember the name right now, but
I love
it's
that.
him. He's the force.
What movie was he
I
in?
love that
You
the
got
person
a
on your
movie
Mount
for me?
Rushmore you can't even name.
That's
No.
Not knowing the name of a
Not
person in your
knowing-
Rushmore is
Not even knowing
awesome.
what movie this person is from is even wilder.
I
in my
love that.
opinion.
Hold on,
He just
I'm
feels the
gonna
vibe.
Google.
Please Google it, because first thing, I can just imagine Chris Rock just talking to Isaac Newton, being like, "What do you mean an apple fell and you just thought of gravity?" It's like,
Sexy Red contributing nothing to the
Danny
conversation.
Trejo. Danny Trejo.
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo.
Danny Trejo, bro.
I
That's
thought-
the
Machete.
last member of the smoke session is Danny
So an ex
Trejo.
gang
Crazy.
enforcer, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That is crazy.
Turn actor.
I don't
That's
know.
a great
That
answer.
might be one of the craziest.
That is probably the
rotations
craziest
I've
one
ever
we've had on
heard.
the show, and we've had people suggest animated characters.
Oh, yeah, well, I crafted my Mount Rushmore around the overall vibe.
Yeah, that has a vibe.
Isaac's just gonna be asking mad questions. He's just gonna be
Fair.
like,
Just
how does
watching
this
you
aspect
dab.
of the universe work? Blah, blah, blah. And Sexy Red's just gonna be giving explanations that are just off the wall. Like,
Ad libs.
it's gonna be fire. Danny Trejo's gonna just like bring it kind of all together and just add some kind of like,
Supervise.
He's the glue.
Yeah.
He's the glue.
He's sitting
He's
there
the
very
glue.
silently, just watching, observing. I love
bro,
that.
by the end of it, like everyone's having a good time. It
That's-
gels
that's
together.
fantastic.
They don't
I
match
see the
up,
vision.
but they gel.
I love it. Timmy, you are the best, man. Thank you so much for popping on and sitting with us. We are excited. We're going to go pop out again, try to find another guest to get on here. And we're going to grill them with the same questions. Don't worry. We don't just reserve it for you, I swear. Thanks,
Of course,
Timmy. You're the best, man.
Yo, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you.
Sure.
All right, let's go. CannaFam, we're back in action, and we are joined with Courtney. Courtney, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
We
Good.
are amazing. We're so happy to be here. Happy 710.
Happy 710, ladies
Tell
and
the little
gentlemen.
tell the CannaFam a little bit about yourself and what you do here at DC.
So, obviously, my name's Courtney. I am one of the front of the house supervisors here at District Cannabis, Hagerstown. I've been in this industry about 6 years already, but so far, District's my home base and my favorite spot so far.
Very cool. I love that. We've already been asking everybody this. All right, I don't know if we
Screw
asked
that. Did you say you could out dab this man?
Listen,
We heard rumors.
1v1 me. Today I'm doing a 7.1 gram dab to celebrate 710. 420, I did a 4.21 to celebrate. I've never met one person to out-dab me. I'm looking for somebody.
Throwing down the
He's throwing
gauntlet.
down
I've
a
been trying
gauntlet,
for
brother.
years.
I don't know.
I think she might get you.
We might have to
I don't
see.
think I've ever seen you take that.
We might have to see about that. We'll dive in on that later. Maybe that'll be something we can talk about after this episode, since we can't smoke here. But anywho, since we can smoke here, what is your favorite product from District Cannabis?
My favorite all-time product is going to be the Beach Cake Live Rosin Jam.
Okay.
Of course, really any of the live rosins, but that's the only one we currently have available in a gram.
Nice.
Outside of that, Lemon Royale and all of the forms has always had my heart since day one. Right now, I'm smoking on the liquid diamonds and sauce of it, though.
Nice. I love that. So you have a good spectrum. You'll dab on.
Very good spectrum. I'm all across the board. I like cured, rosin. Now I'm just blanking on everything. Now I'm in front of you guys.
It's okay.
All the other dabs.
all of the other dabs. As we can tell, I lost a few brain cells along the way.
What's an underrated product or strain that you think people need to pay more attention to?
Oh, I love this question. Honestly, it's a newer drop, but grapefruit gelato. The myrcene levels in most of the batches I've seen lately have just been absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And it really makes up for some of the lower testing on the THC. It's above and beyond. People really sleep on myrcene around here.
Nice. Love it.
Is there such thing as too terpy?
With concentrates, no. Not in my opinion. But I have had flowers that are a little too terpy. It's too harsh on my throat.
I don't think you've ever had that take.
Very interesting.
But to be fair, I'm very rare when I do my flowers just because I'm so tuned in to the honey pot.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Are you primarily a dabber?
Primarily, yes. I do enjoy quite a few edibles, though.
Nice.
I prefer to make my own, though, with the District Cannabis RSO.
Now, when you're dabbing, are you hitting the E-rig or are you going traditional banger and torch?
Honestly, all of it. I actually just bought my first Puffco. I got the Daybreak 3D XL.
It looks nice.
It's been beautiful. It's changed my game completely, but normally I have my rig and one that I keep for my cold starts. Then I've got my regular rig with the slurper on it for the hot, and then an E-rig on the side. So one for everything, depending on the mood I'm in.
So
Some strains I found also hit different.
How are you going to do
on
your
certain
7-grammer?
That one I'm still deciding because I have some shatter. I was torn if I want to do a hot start with a bunch of shatter or if I just want to try to break my Puffco and load that one.
I don't think the Puffco can physically fit 7 grams. I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to let you have the 7-grammer title there if we're going to break it up into
two back-to-backs. We'll see.
100.25s or whatever.
Nope. A 7-grammer
needs to be through
has
one
to
hot
be
banger, in my
one
opinion.
consistent
ripper.
dab with reheats,
which
if
makes me think
necessary.
that you probably couldn't keep up with me, but that's okay, Court. It's fine. I appreciate you. If you want to break it up and put it through a couple different rigs, maybe do it across a couple days and call it a 7-gram dab. and then you know that's what makes it work for you. I'm just
picking fights out here.
She came in hot and then told me she's doing it across the Puffco all day. So I don't. That's
Listen, I could do a 7.1 on all three of them. We can try it.
I would still do 750 to feel
rather
alive. You
watch
think I'm
this than
scared
Mike
of
Tyson
7
and Jake Paul any day.
Listen, give me 8 grams of
Although
shatter.
the 4.2,
We're rolling
I
a big
did
old
add
snake and
the
just-
Reagan one, and that one, it did work
Oh
pretty
yeah,
well.
the Rio. Unfortunately, you'll lose that banger. It will be the death of that banger because you'll have to chaz at the beginning. You
No
have no
matter
choice.
what.
If you're going flaming hot, but that thermal core holds itself
Just really,
nicely.
for real. It's been a game changer. All I do is talk about the Reagan one until I got into my
Shout out
Puffco.
Stash is homies of the channel. We love
Amazing,
Stash. man.
amazing product.
That's like the first. That is their first thing. That's the first thing I ever knew of them. And then now their grinder game is like brought me back to
grinder game's
flower.
insane.
Honestly,
What is one tip you're giving to a first-time dabber?
For a first-time dabber,
First time.
don't let the temperatures scare you. Some people have a very hot dab their first time and it just takes them off of it completely, like, oh, that was too harsh. It hurt. I spit afterward. I didn't feel good. I'm sweating. And people just kind of keep that with dabs for the rest of their lives. They never experience that nice cold feeling, the beautiful terps. And you can experience a dab at all different levels. Just because you had one bad experience does not mean every dab for the rest of your life is going to be that harsh or that hot or even taste like that.
that's very on par with what Timmy said. Like temperature matters, but also don't be scared. Like it'll be okay. You're gonna get through the same as that one time you took a little too harsh of a hit and you were coughing up a storm from the bong rip or
100%.
whatever like that.
Yeah.
One other thing too, I also point out to people, you don't have to have a whole torch setup. You don't have to make it feel like, I hate using this word. Some people have said they feel like crackheads whenever they go to
I
get into
heard it before.
concentrates. But you don't have to get that deep into it. You can just get a simple connector and a 510 thread battery and have it just chilling in your pocket. You don't have to get that deep into it.
Yeah, dab accessibility I think is no different than flower accessibility. I think you can really find the cheapest, easiest safest, whatever comfortablest way
Oh,
to consume your
100%.
dabs
Yeah.
without
Truly.
whipping out a nectar collector and the torch, and dabbing it like them red hot straws back in the day before they, before the
my
game
God.
upgraded.
Oh man.
Like, oh, I don't miss anything about it. We've been asking everybody, unless you want to interrupt me again, Quest. What is your Mount Rushmore for a dab session? Top 4 people you'd want to have in a dab session.
Top 4?
Dead or alive, yeah. 4 people. You can either pass the Rio around, or maybe the Puffco, however you wanted to go about it. Maybe everybody has their
Okay.
own device. There's no way
So-
she beats Timmy's list, right? I'm excited.
I have to do you because we have to 1v1 in this
Okay,
one.
good answer,
I
good answer,
appreciate
So
good
that's
answer.
included in
That
the
means a lot
Sash.
to me.
Um,
I'm in.
I would love to say Rod from Sash as well, Sosh, because he has so many great ideas, and I would love to poke around in that high brain.
That's
I feel
fair.
like that
It's
would
a wild
be
ride, I'll tell you.
really fun.
He's the Willy Wonka of cannabis. I mean,
When
like
you're not
cannabis
even talking
products.
about cannabis.
Honestly, that is the best comparison I've heard so far. About.
Look, you should see his office. It's insane.
And then Dab and Granny
Okay.
Okay.
has
A
to
classic.
be in there just because obvious. I feel like that's obvious in that one.
You got one left.
And then I'm gonna say Wiz Khalifa because I don't feel like he could do a dab to save his life.
Oh,
Oh.
calling out me and
She's
Wiz
throwing
in
out the
same-
gauntlet
I love
today.
that.
The same.
I've only ever seen this man smoke flower. I've seen Snoop Dogg do some
He
dabs.
hits the, what's that thing called? The module?
The-
from Stundin Glass? He's got the.
Those don't count.
Oh, he has a real?
He has a Rio?
He has the.
Rob gave him one.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Personal-
I've
Personalized-
never seen content of that.
Rio, yeah.
No, I've only ever seen the students, and
But he's sponsored
every time
by,
I've
yeah,
done
the
a
student
student,
thing.
it's
He's got-
so
he does that.
not it.
The Stundin dabs they're solid, but they're
Yeah.
not, they're like,
They're
I
not the
like a
same.
little more oomph in my dab.
They're very
and
airy.
that doesn't quite give it to me.
I do like it in the sense of like if you don't have access to anything else, but at that price point, I'm not getting it over a Puffco or a Carta.
That's exactly where I'm at, especially when you can do very similar things on your own. I have old school gravity bong I attached to an e-nail to.
Now, G-Pen's
amazing.
e-nail, I like that a lot.
That's a much more realistic
Yes.
list.
I have
Timmy
not
said
had the
Isaac
opportunity
Newton.
to try that yet.
Timmy had Isaac Newton in his rotation. So at least we're
That-
not going back to
That's a
like,
really good one.
That's a
And
great
sexy
answer,
red.
honestly.
people that discover
Oh
measurements
man,
is insane.
now I want to change my lineup. I forgot about it.
They're like Da Vinci.
We let Grace have a
Galileo,
fifth. You
Frida
can throw a
Kahlo.
fifth in there if you want.
Yeah, who's your fifth? Yeah, okay, one more.
The honorable mention.
Grace tucked a fifth one in there.
Okay, so we got a fifth now. I'm gonna throw in there. Does it have to be a serious one or just for fun?
Whatever you
That's
want.
up to you.
Just for fun.
Anime character, who cares?
Oh, if we're going characters in here, I want to do Kathy Bates' character from Disjointed.
Wow, I love
That's
that
a great answer.
That is
That's a great
excellent.
answer, honestly.
But only that scene when after she hit the pen and she can't remember Jenny's
Yeah, the
name,
one where she's like
she's just geeking out about everything. Yeah, that is. I think that Kathy Bates was actually that wasn't acting.
No,
was
it was
just
just
her.
Kathy Bates.
think
They
she
gave
was
her
just
like,
her.
a limitless bag and was like, "Here you go, have fun."
I think she was
and that's
just
just who
smacked.
she is now.
All right, well, CannaFam, I don't know if you're going to get to see the 7-gram dab off, but just know it happened in person, and I probably won.
And
Courtney-
I repped it.
Courtney, thank you so much for joining us. We really
Of course.
appreciate
Thank
you
you
being
guys for
here
having
today.
me.
Happy 710. We're going to go pop around and see if we can't
710.
find one more person to talk about dabs with today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
CannaFam. We're back. We found our last but not least guest to hang out with us for this amazing 710 event. We've got Mariah joining us with District Cannabis. Mariah, thank you so much for being here today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful.
It's 710. Are we excited to celebrate after work?
Yes, I am.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
Got some dabs on the agenda. Tell the CannaFam a little bit about yourself and what you do here at DC.
Well, my name's Mariah, and I'm the brand ambassador with District Cannabis. I go around to all the dispensaries and try to make everyone happy, and I hope they enjoy the sales that I bring as well. And I just have to have a smile on my face, so I just hope
You do.
it
Always
be working for
positive
y'all
energy.
because it works for me.
I love it.
Do you love brand ambassadoring?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I did start working in a dispensary, and I worked in a dispensary for about 4 years, which that was a fun experience as well. But I think I'm just a people person, so the being able to go out and meet new people and hear about their experiences and testimonies for cannabis is just what makes my job a little bit more funner to me.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you more of a flower or dabber?
Me personally, I am a self-proclaimed flower child, but I will dab on occasions like today.
I mean, yeah.
Today's the occasion of all occasions. For
Is
sure.
that with an e-rig or a torch and banger?
I'm an old-fashioned lady with a torch and banger.
Yes. That is not the answer I was anticipating from a minimal dabber, but I love that.
I actually did not I can see
Yeah,
with
see,
like a
Mariah
really,
is-
like one, even that red Puffco over there. I could like really see you with that.
It's so funny.
The
like
flame
I
on
am
the
not
torch
a,
is red too. What's
I'm
the
not a
well, no,
techie
it's blue.
lady. I'm very I'm old fashioned. I like fire, I guess you could say. I like to look at the torch burn on the
I feel like there's a
rig.
part of me that agrees with that and doesn't want to vocalize that out loud. But I'm like, yeah, I like the torch too. A little part of me
Yes.
is like, this is controlled and fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I feel valid in my crazy.
you
It's
a
like
high-
heavy machinery, you know?
You like
Yeah,
high
yeah.
temp dabs or low temp dabs?
Thank you.
More of a low temp dab myself. I like to be able to really taste what I'm getting. So I feel like a lower temp for me. I taste more, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
What is your? I'm gonna steal a question. What would you consider maybe the most slept on product from District Cannabis? Maybe underrated.
Slept on product.
Yeah, is there one that you think maybe flies under the radar? Maybe you're a big fan, but not enough people pay homage to.
I'm just gonna pay homage to one of my personal favorites, which is Spritzer.
Ooh,
I don't
Spritzer's a
know
good
if
answer.
everyone has gotten a chance to try her, but I'm a big fan of Spritzer. All things Spritzer, pre-rolls, carts, concentrates, all of it. It tastes great to me, and I love a good relaxing type of vibe, and that's what it does for me.
So, you're the bridge between people coming into the dispensary and actually getting to the counter.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the most common question you're getting about dabbing or using your concentrates?
I would say the most common question people honestly tend to ask is like, they always ask about terps. I mean, most people, when it comes to concentrates, they want to know the terp count. They want to know which terp is the highest. So definitely they're asking me, okay, so I think this one has more limonene in it, or which one has the most myrcene in it, and like, what are the, percentages on that? So that's probably my most common, most recent days question, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people were more so just curious about how are we
How
going
to do it?
Yeah,
Like,
how
do
am
I
I going
use
to do
this?
this? And should I do it this way or that way? But I think we've kind of now begun to progress a little more in the industry. People are more educated, so now they really want to know and learn more, and they want to know their terps now.
And we've always talked on the show too. Maryland seems to be one of the most educated states
Yeah.
on that kind of extra level of knowledge. What you're looking for, you're not just looking for gas or something with a high test or going to get you smacked. Like you want to blend in there.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. As someone who is in all these different dispensaries, spreading the good word, do you have any pop-up pet peeves, perhaps?
Pop-up pet peeves?
Is it the people who come up and don't ask you a single question and go, what do you have for me?
What's for free?
I mean, I do get those people that are just like, what is this? Is this all free? But I don't know. Like, I don't have no pet peeves. When people come up to me and ask me, is this stuff free? I don't mind,
Yeah.
because at the same time, this is my moment. This is my chance. Yeah, it is free. Do you know about us? Do you know what this is while I'm giving it to you? Do you know how to use it before I give it to you? Because I got a whole bunch of stuff on the table. I have dab mats, lighters, papers. How do you feel about this before you take it? Because at the end of the day, I just want you to have
But
the
it gets
product,
the name out there regardless.
spread the word,
Yeah.
right? Tell your friends about this.
Do
for
you
sure.
have a favorite piece of district swag?
A favorite piece? I guess I would say the lighter.
The lighter?
Like, we've always pretty much had really good lighters. Right now, it's the clipper, so it's reusable.
This district hooked us up, so we're going to take a look at y'all's
yes,
swag. So
see
we're going to do a
what's
little.
in
Let me
there.
see. I want my bag.
Where did this come from? I looked over.
Yes, bags.
I thought lunch came early.
My hair
But
doesn't let
yeah,
it fit
the
me.
lighter's fun.
All right, let me
District hat.
my draft moment.
Yes,
We will now
I'm
be-
going to Boise.
I'm going to district.
by all means. Oh, those are cute.
Oh, the
Yes.
strain-specific shirts go so hard.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of
Oh, this isn't
thought
even
and
strain-specific.
effort
This
put
just has a big plant
into.
hole.
Oh wait, this is
Oh, I love that because this is similar to
All
like the
of the merch
gelato cake
items.
and the what's the other one?
I can't
Cherry
remember.
limeade cake. Yeah.
The cherry limeade.
This is
cake.
why I don't buy clothes anymore.
Right.
The cannabis industry. One fact about the cannabis industry that you may not know is that once you join it, you will never buy clothes again.
It's true.
Morgan.
So many
zip.
t-shirts.
It'll be
I know, I
very
love a
rare.
zip.
There's a zip.
Yes.
There's a zip. That's what
The
I'm saying.
hoodie.
We love the zip.
And what was more? Look, a lighter. Now, how do I use this?
Yes, and you know how to use it. Do you know how to use it though? Because it's a clipper. You can
I do.
Okay.
I do love
Yes.
me the clipper. For the Canna fan that doesn't know,
That's awesome.
this is that's a small little thing that really impresses me about brands. I'm like, you know what? That's a little bit extra that some brands
Yeah.
don't give a shit to try. The ones that give you scriptos, don't
Oh
trust
my
them.
god, yeah.
It's the little thought that
The
counts.
scripto is always a rough sight sometimes.
That is
my
awesome.
God. Oh, I forgot my hat.
All right, so what is your Mount Rushmore for your Dab Fest today? So, dead or alive, 4 people, animated or not, that you want to dab with.
What if she went with a dead animated person, like a person that died in the show?
Like someone like an animated character that got like,
In the
killed
show,
off
yeah.
In the show?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that allowed?
So the people I pick have to be animated people?
No. You can
Some-
pick
No.
Some people have picked like Courage the Cowardly Dog, and like
or Luffy or whatever. like-
or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
But you
that-
can pick regular people
But
for
you
all
get
4.
some-
You don't have to pick animated.
Timmy picks Isaac Newton and Sexy Red. I'll leave that there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if I'm going to just throw some names out there, I guess I would say Barack Obama.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
I can see that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I think he'd have a lot of interesting things to tell me, conspiracies. That's another day. But I don't know. I guess Sailor Moon.
Ooh.
I would probably do Sailor Moon.
Good
I'd
answer.
probably
Love
dab with
passing
Sailor Moon
the
because I
rag to
think she
Sailor
needs
Moon.
it every now and then. She just needs to kind of have a chill pill, ma'am. So
Calm down. Calm down.
Fair.
relax. It's gonna be okay.
It's going to be
So
okay.
yeah, definitely Sailor Moon. I don't know. Another person, I would probably have to say, I don't know, Beyonce, because I just went to her concert and I
Good
had a lot
answer.
of fun.
You have
And I think she would
Obama,
dab with me
Beyonce, and
too.
Sailor Moon.
Her smoking setup
Yes.
would probably
Oh, yeah.
be the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It'd
Yeah,
probably be
100%.
grand.
Her
Like,
smoking
most
setup
elegant.
would cost more than my car.
It'd be like all done by Tiffany.
It would be a car. Like
It would be a
like,
car.
it's like it's in
This
the
is my
car.
dab rig. What do you do? Oh no, you just get in the car and take a dab.
Yeah, you're already high as soon as you step in the car. Sorry,
No,
it's
this
the
is my,
technology.
this is the car I dab in. We don't drive it. It's a Rolls Royce. We just dab in it. It pulls up wherever we are, and we just dab in it.
This is the road
Who's-
to Dab Royce.
Who's the fourth? There's got to be a fourth sitting. This room is
round it out.
crazy right
It's
now.
insane.
My fourth, I guess, Martha Stewart.
Whoa!
I love food.
That's a
Okay.
great
Before or
setup,
after her
honestly.
conviction?
It's a great
After.
lineup.
After her conviction. Okay, after she became a felon.
After, because
mean,
you know
gotta.
what? Then she's gonna really to be honest with me, because she didn't did the time, so she gonna keep it all the way 100 with me. But I liked her cooking show with Snoop Dogg, so I think it was cool.
Righteously terpy dabs we got here. Like I'm imagining Obama
show was
like,
lit.
giving a
Yeah,
speech
that
about
was
the
amazing.
dabs.
It was a good cooking show. So I'm a foodie. I like food. I think we could dab and cook and eat and see where it goes from there.
That
So
is a
Martha
fascinating
Stewart.
Do you think Beyonce knows about Sailor Moon, like at all?
I think you were gonna say about
She's
dabs.
got to.
I was just curious, like, because like, how would they interact? Do you think Beyonce watches anime? Like at all?
You never know.
Does she know?
I think she did
Does
when
she
she
have
was
time?
younger. I bet she saw it when she was younger.
Maybe.
Destiny's Child saw it.
Destiny's Child. One of the Destiny's
I'm sure they saw
One
some.
of the childs.
One children.
One of the children.
One,
One of the children saw it.
one of the
I'm
children
weak.
saw it. This has been an incredible 710. Mariah, thank you all so much. You and the District Cannabis
Thanks
fan
for
for having
having
us
me.
Thank you
out.
so much.
Is there any parting words you need to leave the Canna fam for 710?
Smoke weed every day.
Hey,
That's
good
all
way-
I got
good
to
answer.
say.
And put some dabs in your rotation while you're at it, if you want to.
Drink water.
Big shout out to
Consume
District
weed
Cannabis.
every day, even if
Big
you don't
ups.
smoke it.
DC. We had an amazing time at the process facility. We had an amazing time here. We can't wait to come back and check out the edible kitchen when that comes.
Check out our old video where we toured the Grow.
The Grow facility. Lots more to come, Canna fam. Happy 710. Hit that like button, subscribe, do everything we always ask you to do, and smoke some District Cannabis. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.